So today I'd like to do a review of the Sugarmat yoga mat. It arrived a few days ago and I've been really tempted to open it up. I knew I wanted to wait to be able to film it because I've never received a yoga mat with such beautiful packaging. So let's get started. So it came in this lovely tube and it says designer yoga mat. So let's see what a designer yoga mat looks like. Let's see. All right, so on the box here it says it's super eco-friendly, luxurious mat towel combo, and aesthetics and functionality go together. So let's have a look. So I saw this in another video actually that someone had mentioned that it says, let's unroll in a variety of languages. Let me see, has it got, okay, it doesn't have Greek. All right, let's see. Let's open this up. I'm gonna have to rip it because I don't know if I can do it another way. Oh my God. All right, okay. I think this is the prettiest yoga mat I've ever seen. All right, so I decided I went for this floral animal pattern. And so apparently this has excellent grip. I got the 5mm thick one. And so it is it has nice, very nice cushioning. So it's like a rubber base. This is basically like the jade, the bee mat, the life form. The life form is like this, but this pattern is just absolutely gorgeous. I hope you can see that pattern. All right, so I've decided I'm gonna give myself maybe a few weeks. I'm gonna practice on this and I'll let you know how we get on. So I'll give you my honest opinion on it. Okay, so here we are. This is about 2 weeks later. As you can see, I've changed my hair. I'm still getting used to it. So this is about 2 weeks later. I have been practicing on this mat. I have been teaching on this yoga mat. And so what I'm going to do is, on my other yoga mat review videos, I've been comparing them or basically discussing them based on the top criteria that people seem the most interested in when looking for a yoga mat. So that's what I'm going to do for this yoga mat here. And at the very end of the video, I'll tell you if it's worth buying this mat. So the first thing we're going to look at is the thickness. So I bought the 5mm thick yoga mat because I really like the mats to be slightly thicker. It also comes in 3mm. This company also has travel mat. Now the weight. So because I have this 5mm thick one, this is their thickest one, which also means it's quite heavy. So this yoga mat is 3.3 kilos. Now this is approximately the same weight as the Maduka Pro. And what this means is that it's quite a heavy yoga mat, so it's probably not one that you're going to be going on holiday with or taking to your studio back and forth. So keep this in mind with this particular yoga mat. And the next thing is the price. So I found this mat to be quite reasonably priced. So this one that I got it for $109, which I think is actually a very reasonable price for such a good yoga mat. Now the thinner one is, if I'm not mistaken, $99. So keep this in mind. It's not the cheapest yoga mat, but it's also not actually one of the most expensive ones. And so here's a little side note. If you're finding this video helpful, please consider liking this video, as that way it'll get to spread out to more people that might be interested in this kind of information. Okay, moving on to the grip. So Sugarmat advertises this mat as having very good grip. And I will say that after practicing on it and teaching on it, I will say that this mat has exceptional grip. So I practice Ashtanga yoga where it's a practice where we're in downward facing dog a lot, and the grip is actually a very important factor. So I was very happily surprised with this mat. The grip I found was absolutely excellent. So if you can see, the top surface is this kind of smooth texture, and I would say that this mat feels a lot like the Lifeform yoga mat, where the base is rubber and the top is this silky smooth surface, kind of also maybe like the Lululemon yoga mat. So if you're wondering what this yoga mat feels like, I would say it's closest to the Lifeform and a little bit also to the Lululemon. So as you can see, This mat is absolutely beautiful, and I think it's actually the most beautiful mat I've ever practiced on. Now, you could think that it's actually too pretty to practice on, but I will say that I thought it might be a bit of a distraction having so many nice patterns on the mat, but I will say that it didn't bother me at all. So this mat, I will say, is the prettiest yoga mat that I at least have found. So if you check their website, you will see that Sugarmat offers a variety of patterns of yoga mats. So this is the one that I got, but if you see on their website, there is a nice, beautiful variety. So I'm sure you'll find something that you're looking for. Okay, so moving on to how to clean this mat. Now, Sugarmat recommends wiping it down and letting it air dry. So if you're wondering what to use in order to wipe your mat down, then check out my video above where I explain how to make a DIY solution in order to help clean your yoga mat. So just wipe your mat down with a spray, either one that you've made yourself or with one that you've bought. Okay, so star qualities. Well, I mean, I think that this mat has exceptional cushioning. It has very good grip, and I would say its star quality is its design. I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful yoga mat. And of course, they have different other designs, different patterns. So that, I think, is its star quality, just how good it looks. And also, if you check on their website, you'll see that they also have exceptionally designed towels and bags. So if you're looking for accessories that also look really good, then I think this company helps to offer that. All right, moving on to the negatives. So practicing with this for 2 weeks, I wouldn't say I found any negatives that really stand out. Perhaps the main negative could be that you might think that this pattern is distracting. So if you're looking for a mat that maybe isn't very distracting, then go for maybe another company where you'll have like a solid color. But I mean, that's a total personal option, preference. I didn't find this pattern to be at all distracting, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Another important factor is whether this yoga mat is eco-friendly, and indeed, if you check their website, they explain how eco-friendly this yoga mat is. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you're interested in the more sustainable and ethical brands, then definitely check out Sugarmat, check out their website and see the information that they've got. And so the last factor is whether this comes with a guarantee. So on their website, I didn't actually see if it does come with a guarantee. However, they do say that if you need to return your yoga mat, they say to contact them within 15 days of receiving the mat. So keep this in mind. It doesn't come with a guarantee as far as I saw anyway, but you do have the option within 15 days of receiving your mat to send it back to them. And so let's have a look. Should you buy this yoga mat? I was actually very pleasantly surprised. So I would say that yes, if this is something that you like, then I say go for it. It's a very, very good yoga mat. So if you practice something dynamic like Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Power Yoga, and you want a mat with good cushioning and good grip, then this is definitely a good yoga mat to go for. If on the other hand you practice more gentle practices, because this has the rubber base and because it's thick enough, it will protect your joints. So I think this is a good yoga mat for any type of yoga that you practice. So I say yes, go for it. And so if you're still thinking of which yoga mats to go for, then check out my video here on how to choose a yoga mat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.